A tow truck driver is pushing for more roadside safety in Kentucky after the death of his friend in late September.
Troy Caldwell was hit and killed on I-64 in Bath County by a semi while he was leading a vehicle onto a tow truck. Caldwell was known by many in the community as someone who they could always rely on. He was 54 years old, and tonight Caldwell's friend and fellow tow truck driver Bubba Johnson has a solid group of supporters behind his efforts to improve roadside safety.
For our top story at 10, WKYT's Maggie Rickerby talked with Johnson and the team behind the cause about what they're doing to save lives.
When Olive Hill Fire Chief Jeremy Rogers heard about Johnson's cause, he reached out to help. He had a spare fire truck the station wasn't using. Rogers says the truck would act as a blocker. Placed several hundred feet before the incident tow trucks or other safety personnel are responding to. The sign would alert drivers to move over.
It is extremely dangerous out there. You're trying to work and take care of somebody who needs assistance, but then you've got to try to constantly look over your shoulder to make sure that you're not going to be the next problem.
Rogers says he and other firefighters have had some close calls on the side of the road when responding to a scene. They've almost been hit. Bubba Johnson says the same thing. They've been lucky, but others have not. Troy Caldwell's death earlier this year is Johnson's motivation to seek change.
It's really unexplainable to try to do something in somebody's honor and in memory of them when they loved a profession so much that they died for it.
The next step to prevent future side-of-the-road deaths is to find funding for the sign. But Johnson and Rogers are not in it alone. They have the support of 18th District Kentucky State Senator Robin Webb.
We've talked about this kind of issue before, and I think now is the time to do that, because like I said, in my mind, they're first responders.
Johnson originally wanted to add blue lights to tow trucks. Webb says the truck and sign is more of a temporary fix. She says she's working within her role to find a more permanent idea to protect workers. For now, there is no timeline for the changes to be put in place, but Bubba Johnson hopes he can help save even one life. In Carter County, Maggie Rickerby, WKYT.
And Johnson tells us he also has the support of Olive Hill's Mayor Jerry Callahan and Judge Executive Brandon Burton, as well as from towing companies from all across the state.